急がなくてもいいのよ。よし。捕まえた。終わりね。撤収。はっ。ふっ。よっ。やっ。ふふっ。はっ。はっ。武器を捨てろ。逃げ道はありません。はっててとふんたふっせやっはっ。投降しろ。最後の警告だ。無我の境地。はっそこやっはっせい。はっと見切りました。どの目が出るかしら。ふんひゅったっ稲光すなわち永遠なり。ふん
星と深淵。無事今日の依頼を達成。星と深淵。
先
きれいにしませ。
偉業を見届けよう。
無駄な努力をやめたら。 取るに足らないわ。その命いただいたわ。
進軍先生こっちで。
死の風格に気をつけます。岩の重さは安心できます。
疑似用か強行。
諦めなさい。さようなら。取るに足らないわ。
創世の術、今こそ誕生の時。
これで間に合いますね。はっはっ
疑似用か鉄人破竹のごとし。
任せてください。メイドの礼儀に気をつけます。やっはっはっやっはっ
酒はっ
諦めなさい。降参しなさい。無礼者。無駄な努力をやめたら。
これで間に合いますね。
疑似用か進軍冥王牽制へとだ。俺につけ。
岩の重さは安心できます。死の風格に気をつけます。やっえいやっ
諦めなさい。その命いただいたわ。勝負はついた。どうすることもできないわね。
任せてください。はっ
異形を見届けよ。とやっ
意を感じてくれ。
はっ
全貌に注意し
やっ
た。いない。降参しなさい。せっ
これで間に合いますね。
無知で
創世の術強行破竹のごとし今こそ誕生の時。
取るに足らないわ。
マジックショーと行こう。
諦めなさい。その命いただいたわ。やったあら
私はまだ。
これで間に合いますね。助けが必要な方がいるはずです。
待っていた。
進軍
取るに足らないわ。キャッや
疑似妖怪異形を見届けよ。
メイドの礼儀に気をつけます。やっ降参しなさい。
創世の術血人。
無駄な努力をやめたら。キャッ
叫ぶ強行俺に告げ
諦めなさい。その命いただいたわ。無駄な努力をやめたら。
疑似妖怪今こそ誕生の時。
岩の重さは安心できます。戦場のお掃除の時間です。やっ
叫ぶ
諦めなさい。降参しなさい。無駄な努力をやめたら。
疑似妖怪
綺麗にしませんと。騎士の風格に気をつけます。よい。これで間に合いますね。やったこれで間に合いますね。
Nothing much. I was just doing my dailies, and I'll probably be farming a little bit. I want to get my Ningguang better artifacts. Like this. She doesn't need elemental mastery. She's kind of squishy. So I made a mono geo team a while ago, and I'm just trying to make it work. My albedo's pretty good, I think. I'm not sure about Goro. I haven't really used him that much, but shit, I don't even know. Oh, and his artifacts kind of suck too. Shit. Okay, well, I need to build him as well. And then my healing Noel. So Maiden's Beloved set. And 3,000 defense. Not particularly, but like, I mean, I got albedo way back when. And then Ningguang released this outfit like ages ago too, like 2 years ago, and I really liked it. But you know, like Geo kind of sucked, And then they buffed the Geo Resonance, and then they released characters like Goro, which increased Geo ability. So I, for a while, created a Geo team, but honestly never used it. Like, this is the first time I've actually used it out and about. I was defeating those these enemies. I was like, okay, those enemies are kind of tough. And I was actually still able to do it with a Geo character. It wasn't actually that bad. Ningguang actually hits pretty hard with her burst. So she's not terrible. Of course, that's not like an amazing ringing endorsement, but not being terrible, but oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I've been playing the game since it started. So I have a lot of characters. And then we have Amber and Bennett in the naughty corner. I guess this is the closest. And then and it is kind of cool that Ningguang has her little stone locator. Oh, there. Well, of course they're 90. Like people don't have all their characters at 90. Like, come on. But no, like I like being like done. So I like getting my. So like when I'm building, I'll typically try to build characters. Like even yeah, like from it. So I star them, and I put them in my friendship team because these are all friendship level 10 as well. Every single person. The only ones that are not friendship 10 are these two because I got them relatively recently. But I'll level them up to 90. I'll give them an artifact set. Sometimes it'll be, well, usually not good. Usually I just give them an artifact set just to have an artifact set. Usually not even leveled up. But I also like get their talents to level 6. And, so level 90, level 666 talents, then I'll be kind of quote-unquote done. And I gave him, oh yeah, that's, I guess, is kind of his best set, maybe. But, like, as you can see, artifact set's completely unleveled. I just gave it to him just to have it. Except for this one, because I guess that's a spare one I might have made when I was making Eula. So I'll level them up. And then maybe it's because I like just having the option. So like if ever at some later point I'm like, oh hey, I want to like use a team. Like obviously Chevreuse has the bonus for overload. So like being able to use her randomly make an overload team would be kind of cool. So building characters is nice. I mean that's why when I wanted to make my mono Geo team, just to try it out. I already had my Goro leveled. I just needed to get. Yeah, you see that? 17,000. So Ningguang hits pretty hard. I mean, I did get her. Her crit damage is pretty decent. The only thing I'm just worried about her, she has like no HP and her attack is a little low. supposedly her best set is Archaic Petra and this energy recharge, but I'm not sure. Her attack is just so low, I don't want to lose an 18% attack, but so I kind of want to get her the best artifacts that I can, although I have some pretty good shit. Yeah, I mean, leveling is not that hard to do, and like, you know, I also buy the battle pass, so I get the battle pass, so it gives me all the shit, not that. You get like so many of these materials, and so I just collect. Since I'm already collecting them, I might as well just use them to level up. Yeah. So even now, even when I'm leveling everything, I still have like 577 of them. And then whenever I feel like it, I can always just create a random team, and so I have a variety of. It's my Mono Geo team, my friendship team. They'll boost the friendship of Chevreuse and Freminet when I do dailies. My Dea team, a team I made just to make Dea work, which, it's okay. You only get any good damage because of Fiorina. I like my Kaching team. This team is pretty fun. This one is too. I like this one. This is my Mondstadt talent domain team. This is just my super hot team with all the hottest Genshin characters. Maybe at some point I'll replace this with another team. My Freeze team. Oh yeah, I got Child ages ago too. Like when his first banner was released, I was mainly pulling for Diona, but I got Child, so, and I hadn't used him for like 2 years. It's kind of like my Geo team. It's like characters I just have never used. So I was like, okay, let's try to make Child work. So I made a team for him. And my Hybrid Bloom. And then this is my general. I mean, it's because it helps. So like the Battle Pass obviously gives you a little bit. I also have like the Welkin Moon, but also like I'm not spending. Like the last, well, I did roll a little bit to try to get Chevreuse, obviously, but like I've been saved, and I got Fiorina as well. But like before Fiorina, I had like, I think the last one I pulled on was Nilo. So like there was like over like half a year or so, like between Fiorina and Nilo, maybe like 8 to 9 months between those banners. So it's just 8 to 9 months of saving. And then I bought Fiorina and still had some left over. I think Fiorina I got relatively lucky on. I think I got her and her weapon. I got her weapon like the first 5-star. Not early, but I think I didn't get completely screwed on the weapon banner, so I didn't lose too much. So it's just really about saving. It definitely helps, like, if you've been playing the game for a while. Like, I've been playing the game for a while, so, like, a lot of the characters I have already. So, like, so I already had Raiden and Yoimiya, so, like, when these banners come up, I don't really need to pull on them. If you're new, it kind of sucks, because you're like, oh my god, I want Raiden, so then you don't have that many Primo Gems, so you spend them all. So you're always, like, in the hole. But eventually, like, you get Raiden, and eventually, like, then on the next banner, you maybe get Yoimiya, and as you build up more and more characters, you don't need to pull on banners, so you're able to save up more. And then there's, like, the characters, well, like, yeah, I didn't pull on Navia. I like Navia, but, like, I didn't really want her. Like, she was cool and pretty, but... And then, like, when there's there's just been a bunch of male characters for Fontaine, too, so I just don't give a shit about them that much. I mean, like, Rio Thessaly is actually really cool. I like him and his playstyle, but I'm like, I'm not going to pull on him. He's not a waifu, so no. So that's why, so, like, when Linny Banner came up, I'm like, cool, okay, so I'm not pulling anyone in 4.0. New Valette came up, I'm okay, well, I'm not pulling anyone in 4.1. Not pulling anyone 4. Wait, was he... When did Fiorina show up? Was Fiorina 4. No, yeah. We're in 4.3. That was Navia. So it was 4.0. Were these two? Was Rhea Thessaly and Nouvellette in 4.2? So it's like, yeah, 4.0, 4.1, 4, yeah, 4.0, 4.1 didn't pull. Only pulled on 4.2, didn't pull on 4.3. Cloud Retainer's coming up in the next patch. I'm not going to pull for her, so that's another. Because you can like earn about if you have the Welkin Moon and the Battle Pass, you get about like 13,000 Primo Gems a patch. So you get 13,000 a patch. That's essentially you get kind of a free 5-star. Like if you get the Welkin Moon and Battle Pass, that's a 5. You can pull for a 5-star, not guaranteed, but at least you can get one almost every single patch. So if you don't pull on 2 patches, then that's a guaranteed limited 5-star. With those 13,000 times 2, it just builds up. So as you get more and more characters, you need to pull for less and less. But yeah, it's definitely rough in the beginning because like you don't have that many characters, so even like one character can really make a difference. Like maybe I might have pulled a Navia way back when. Like if I had just started playing the game, maybe I would have pulled the Navia because she is a really good DPS and. Oh wait, no. Oh fuck. Oh, you lived. Stop attacking me. But yeah, but once you get more and more characters, you don't like need them as much. Like, so Navia's a really good attacker. Chat. And so you might really want her, and she would really make your account stronger. But as you have like other characters, you don't really need her. Like, I have good attackers, I have Geo characters, and also like Navia doesn't really fit into like the Geo paradigm. Although I do have Albedo, so I could. Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting Arlecchino. Arlecchino, like essentially what I've been kind of saving for is like and that's another reason why I didn't get Navia, is because I know Arlecchino and Clorinde are coming up soon. Like Clorinde should be, I heard leaks that she's in 4.7, and Arlecchino's kind of going to come up before her. So I'm definitely getting those two. I really want those two, and that's where I'm kind of saving. So it's like, okay, well, do I want Clorinde or do I want Navia, or do I want Arlecchino and them? So that's another reason why I can save, because I want those specific characters. Yeah, there's already been kind of leaks about what Arlecchino is going to do. She's obviously an attacker, but supposedly another overcharged booster. So she's all about the overcharge reaction, kind of like Chevreuse. So I imagine Chevreuse and her might be a good team together. Actually, well, I need more. Let's kill some of these things. And then Clorinde, I think I heard that she's going to be more focused on electrocharged, which is another kind of underutilized reaction. Although I do like electrocharged. Electrocharge is fun. I use a. Oh, is it down there? I use Yelan and. Where are you? Let's see. Oh, he's way down there. I use Yelan and Raiden a lot. Okay, let's see how these go. Oh. How do you live? Oh, nice, Ed. Okay, cool. Yeah, just gotta be careful with her. She's really squishy. I was fighting that like Fatui operative, that girl fencer, and she did one of her charge attacks, and I was just like sitting there with Ningguang, and she just killed her in one hit. Although I might have been low health, I wasn't paying attention too much, but yeah, Ningguang is pretty squishy. That's why I kind of want to build better artifacts to have maybe a better HP pool. Yeah, got hit.
疑似用血人
その命いただいたわ。
酒異形を見届けよ
Yeah, I do. Like I've 100% the maps. Now you hit me. All of them are 100%. It's fun. I do. That's another reason why I like Genshin so much. Is it's a lot of fun just to wander around killing stuff. But I'm also kind of getting materials, so I like how I have my characters all super high level. I also like to collect. Oh, fuck off. Can I hit him? Oh, what the hell?
創世の術行こう
I like to collect. I like to make sure I have like enough items and stuff. So for my, well, obviously like there's this shit, but like I've been running low on the the flower nectar. I kind of want to keep like 100 of each of these, just so you know, if a new character comes out, I can just like build them. Like I think Fiorina used this, which is kind of like out of the blue. You know, super old item that came out in 1.0. Now all of a sudden a 4.2 character needs this shit. So every now and then I have to kind of like go back and hunt for some of this shit because you never know when a character will use it. Obviously, like there's the Fontaine items. Like okay, those are new. You gotta your supply is pretty low. Anytime a new character needs them, especially for these little things, because that's the 4.2 or 4.1 area. Yeah, I think this came out in 4.1. But some characters have used them, so they just drain your few resources that you have just to stock up. And I'm also like testing out my Geo team to see how well they do. The damage doesn't seem that bad. Like Ningguang seems to be hitting pretty hard. I just wish our attack was higher. It just feels so low. Like 1700 attack is kind of shit. Like if I get it up to 2000, 2300 would be kind of cool. 2000, like if it was 2000, I'd feel a little better. But like, yeah, 1700 just feels so tiny, considering her HP is also super low, and it's mostly this. I just need, if that elemental mastery was like attack percent, I'd probably be fine. Or maybe if I had a better weapon for her. But this has crit rate, and crit rate is super useful. Also, the passive effect, the artifacts aren't that bad. Like actually, I mean, look at this. Look at that. 25% crit damage with crit rate and attack percent rolls. Like that's good. Crit damage hat. I mean, the rolls aren't great. It's like essentially one in every single thing. It rolled once into everything, but attack percent and crit rate are good, and crit rate on a crit damage hat is good. That's, I mean, it's not the best, but it's not super bad. Like crit damage, attack percent, 12% crit rate, 15% crit damage. Like this is ridiculous. So they're not like super bad. Like this is just could be better. This is kind of my weakest piece, but it's Archaic Petra, and like I haven't farmed Archaic Petra in like years because uh, because it kind of sucks. Because I never really had Geo characters. So like I farmed it ages ago.
進軍俺につけ。
岩の重さが安心できます。死の風格に気をつけます。
Noelle did actually pretty good. Look at all that damage. She beat the shit out of him. All because of her 3,000 defense. Let me cook her this way. These rocks were dumb. I don't even. Is there a single character that needs those rocks, or maybe it's one of the male characters that released? But like, yeah, they just randomly introduced them in this one area and then never used them again. She definitely is really used. Like, so Fiorina really made Noelle much better because the cool, like Fiorina is all about lowering HP, and then you do her burst, and if you can get like massive heals, so any character that did a burst heal, so like Jean, Barbara, I forget what other healers, but any healer that had a burst that instantly healed everything, that's great because Fiorina could lower everyone. You could let Fiorina's ads lower everyone to about like 75% health, then do her burst, then swap to a healer, heal everybody, and now you have almost max stacks of damage. So Noelle was super good is because her if you do her shield and then her burst, she heals everyone simultaneously. It's healing everybody all at once. So it's not a burst heal, but like when it's active, it still is very powerful.
今こそ誕生の時。決時。
諦めなさい。降参しなさい。取るに足らないわ。
Yeah, that was a 20,000. As long as she has no damage. I do dislike that she's kind of locked in place when you're doing her attacks. The animations for those feel slow, and then you have to charge it up. It takes a little while. So being kind of locked for a second in the animations kind of sucks a little bit, but still, that's decent damage. Okay, let's just be a little quicker now. I also want to go and kill some Whopper Flowers, and doing it with the Geo team would just take too long. Yeah, no, I that was the kind of thing that I think I used Noelle a lot way back when. Like when the game first came out, obviously, because like you get the beginner's wish gave you her, and being a Claymore user was really helpful for getting rocks and stuff. So I used her a bit, but the problem with her was just like she only gets decent damage when you get her to C6. When you can now, because she always has a defense scaling kind of character, and so this actually made her actually strong with her burst. But it also really sucked because she her skill had such a ridiculously long cooldown. Like 24 seconds is years when compared to everything else. Like a shield that shitty was just really bad. Like I think the duration is half its cooldown. You have to have it scales off defense, and the defense scaling is good, but you need a shitload of defense. So like I'm getting a 10,000 damage shield because of her defense is ridiculously stacked, but it's pretty low. Like when you're starting out, so it's like you're starting out, your defense is going to be kind of shit. You're not going to have any artifacts, so the shield's going to be kind of shit, and then it's not going to be there all the time. Yeah, I mean that was kind of cool. Like so, like I got defense, a defense, Maiden's Beloved defense. So yeah, like when you're getting absolutely screwed, running Maiden's Beloved, because like Maiden's Beloved was Chi-Chi's set, so I got a Chi-Chi, of course, everyone does. It's a rite of passage, losing your 50-50 to Chi-Chi. So when farming for that, and of course the Viridescent Venerer set, which never seems to drop, you get a shitload of defense ones. So it's like, okay, fuck it, I'll make Noelle a healer. And then with Furina, now she's actually a really good healer because paired with Furina, she can heal really quickly. Like her, what was that talent again? It was healing. So about half her defense. So she's getting about like 1,500 heals per hit for every single character, which is really useful. So it made really powerful with Furina. But yeah, like early Noelle kind of sucked. And that's why I kind of stopped using her. And then they started making more Geo characters, and then they started making more Geo character buffers. Like Goro really helped. Junjin kind of is nice. Go away. I guess they always said Zhongli, but Zhongli was just a kind of standalone shielder. But yeah, they just made so many defense scaling characters that didn't really have any use. And then there was always some like weird ones too. Like Xingyan was also a defense scaling shielder, but like her burst was attack based. So you had some weird stuff where you had a few characters that were defense scaling for their skill, but attack scaling for their burst, or vice versa, which kind of made it weird to play around with them. But then they released like characters like Goro, which increased defense. Well, there's another one here. Must be above. Okay. But again, it's just like they were so relatively weak. Not necessarily. There are some like obviously more constellations equal more power, but like there are some decent. Like Noelle was just a very bad example of it. Like she had to be C6 to be relatively good. But I think like Bennett's buff was just good overall. I think even Zhang Ling is still decent. Like her constellations don't make her like super crazy. It increases her duration of her Pyronado, which is obviously good. And like the pyro resistance, sure, like it'll increase her damage, but like she's mostly there a little bit for damage, but a lot of there just for pyro application. And like Fischl too. Like I think C6 changes 4 stars from being good for utility to being good for utility and damage. I think for a lot of them, like Xingqiu gets an extra sword, Zhang Ling gets extra fire damage and pyro resistance and duration for a pyronado. Let's see, who was it? Oh yeah, Fischl gets additional damage for her for Oz. Oz does like just more damage more frequently, but like a lot. But like for Beto, for instance, like you don't need constellations for her because you do her burst and then her little lightning dragon goes out, so it's very good for like electrocharged or stuff like that. But getting constellations up will definitely help. And like Kuki, for instance, doesn't need any constellations because she's a healer. All she needs is to stack her HP, and that's all you really need. Same for like Mika as well. Like you don't really need. I guess you need his HP for his heals, but like you don't need constellation support. The support characters really often don't need uh, like the pure support, like as in buffers and healers, don't really need constellations. Then you get the sub DPS. Yeah, obviously getting more getting more constellations will help. But it's not like make or break. It's the kind of thing where, like, that's why, like, for Chevreuse, for instance, I only got one of her. Like, I just pulled until I got one of her because one, I can build her. Like, now I have her. I can level her up, get her some artifacts, all that shit. And then maybe at some later date, she'll be put on a banner that I'm going to pull on. Like, so Arlecchino's coming out. Arlecchino is suggested to be heavily overload based, so it's very likely that Chevreuse will probably be on her banner, just because that works. Oh yeah, Furazon is like one of the worst ones because her. I mean, she still has some utility, but like she just kind of sucks. Like her utility is an animo buffer, and her talents still do it. I think. Actually, no, that doesn't really. Yeah, I mean, this still her burst still reduces animo resistance, so it still like does its utility as an animo buffer. No, it's not. Yeah, and then this buffs Morris. So this reduces animo resistance. This buffs animo damage. So like she still is an animo buffer, but like there's just a huge difference between that and once she gets this as well. So yeah, but like she's still good. She's like she's like one of the only supports that like just kind of gets that much of a power increase, mainly because of how niche she is. I think that's probably why they did it, is because she's just so niche. Like she's only good for animo DPS, so only Hazo and Wanderer could actually get any sort of utility out of her, and like maybe future animo characters, future animo DPS, but. I guess her maybe, but nah. But like that's a pretty rare case. Like all the other ones are relatively good. Like Rosaria's still good. She still has good cryo application, but like I think one of her constellations increases the duration of her burst. Like her cryo application is mostly from her burst, so increase the duration of that. Sure, yeah, she becomes better, but it's not like they're and yeah, oh yeah, she becomes ridiculously good at C6, and I think when she first came out, people were saying, "Man, like she's okay at C0, but like becomes like 3 or 4 times better at C6." But because of how niche, like I don't even know how I don't think I pulled for her directly. She must have been on a banner I wanted. I didn't. I definitely didn't pull on Wanderer, so maybe I pulled on the other 5-star that was with her, with Wanderer, but because I no clue how I have her C1. Maybe I got her from other banners when I don't get the right up character, but yeah, like that is ridiculously good. Her burst I think is pretty short. Yeah, or actually, wait. It duration is 12 seconds, but that duration is 4 seconds. Oh, that's the buff and decrease. Okay. Yeah, so like getting an extra 6 seconds makes her burst last even longer, which is great because her burst is kind of a weird shape. Getting more energy back, well, that's always useful. And then, of course, this is just ridiculously good. I mean, 40% crit damage is amazing. But even still, like, there's only 2 characters that can benefit from Hazo and Wanderer, and that's it. If you don't have either of those, then it's pretty useless. It is just those 2, right? They didn't introduce... Yeah, there are no other animo characters that I don't have. Oh, I guess Zhao. I forgot about Zhao. Zhao could benefit from her as well. But that's why people didn't care too much. It's like, yeah, you need her C6 to be like super, super good, but like she's just so niche that like it's easy to say no. Whereas people will be like, people will swear by Xingqiu and all some other really good 4-star supports. Oh, he's up there. How do I get up there? Bye-bye. Yeah. I've never really worried too much about 4-stars. Like, you'll eventually get them to C6, like, over time. Like, people complain that, like, oh man, like, I've seen lots of complaining, especially with Chevreuse coming out, is that it's such a pain in the ass to get 4-stars. Like, to get specific 4-stars. Like, if you wanted Chevreuse, there's no, like, pity or guarantee. You're just guaranteed a rate up. Limited. You're guaranteed a. God damn it! I took some damage. You're just guaranteed a rate up. A limit. You're just guaranteed a 4-star, but not. It could be any one of those three. So you could get absolutely screwed and, get a shitload of Sarahs and Bennetts and no Chevreuses. And so there's people complaining about that. But it's like, I mean, as long as you have one, then you can build it. And yeah, of course, getting that one can suck for a lot of people, and that's why they complain. But it's not like you need C6. And eventually, over time, like you're gonna like get them on the standard banner when you're getting your free pulls from that. Or I need more wildflowers. And you'll eventually C6 them, especially like the ones that come up, and like the ones that come up the most are like the ones that are the typically the best. Like, so we have like Bennett right now. It's like, yeah, Bennett is widely regarded as very, very good. Like Bennett appears a lot, Fischl appears a lot. All the original like 1.04 stars are very, very good, and they come up on the banners so frequently that if you just play for a bit and pull every now and then, eventually you're just gonna get them. Cool. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time.
を盤石。
はあ、決闘せよ。それわめきなさい。はっ。よっ。そら決闘せよ。ふっ、へい。はっ。へい。はっ。しゅっ、やっ、それせい。やっ。わめきなさい。はっ。粉々よ。よっ。決闘せよ。そら粉々よ。ふっ、よっ。早く。そう関係決闘せよ。
天道ここにあり。
わめきなさい。へい、それ。早く。
いざ難攻不落。
決闘せよ。それ。わめきなさい。へい。早く。
岩山八九。
えい。粉々よ。ふっふっしゅったっふんはっそれ。
この同点も花矢いでき。同点についてのご質問でしたらいつでもお聞きください。
私とセピロス剣術について学びたい？一人前になった君に復讐するのも悪くないわね。 騎士と貴族のしきたりは似ているわ。ただ騎士は小難しいところが簡略化されているの。貴族たちの古いしきたりなんて聞き流してちょうだい。いつか私みたいに何百条ものしきたりを暗記させられても本気にしなくていいから。騎士と貴族のしきたりは似ているわ。ただ騎士は小難しいところが簡略化されているの。
干渉。
部外者禁止。
新天道地。いや。
それ。
ついていきます。お触り禁止。お客さんが来たみたい。やっ。この仕事は排除するべきだ。
天理チョーク。
部外者禁止。
やっ。視界が開けたわね。決闘せよ。
お客さんが来たみたい。飽きちゃった。
それ。
難攻不落。
相関化粧。
早く。 界が開けたわね。部外者禁止。それ。相関化粧。部外者禁止。
化粧。部外者禁止。
盤石。
元王帝君のために。
ここまで。やはりダメだ。
粉々よ。
ここまで。はあ。いざ難攻不落。剣女盤石。愛を奪ってやる。やはりダメだった。ここまで。あのはサビトだ。
お触り禁止。
ダメだった。
早く。召喚化粧。それ。
やはりダメだ。小賢しい。
部外者禁止。
Okay, well, I'm gonna stop for today. I spent way more time than I was expecting. I was kind of just thinking I would pop on to do my dailies and pop off and do something else, but then I kind of got in the mood to farm a little bit and grind some shit, so ended up spending a little more time on that, but had fun. Thanks everyone for watching.